So we are. And for you audio listeners who don't exist because this is only on YouTube, there's a skyline. We're in a park. We're in Mount Royal in Montreal. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I'm on my travels. Baby. And I thought, I never stop talking. This isn't an excuse to stop talking. So here we are, sat down, vibing out on a bench. I'm going to talk to you guys, as I always do. So yeah, I landed yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. And I kind of thought, where else is a good place to start than looking over the city that I'm about to explore for the next week or so before, and then go on to my next part of travelling. So I just thought, let me just go have an overview. And it's only 9:33 in the morning, because jet lag hit pretty hard this morning at about a 6 a.m. I woke up, which would have been about 11 in my home time, and I just couldn't go back to sleep. So that was it. So I ate my free breakfast, and then went on my way. So I still got most of the day ahead of me, which is beautiful. So I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go to a cafe. I'm not going to go to a Tim Hortons again, because it's kind of like the Greggs of England, I'd say. Like the vibe, you know what I mean? It's not got vibes. But what it does have is a very silly system where I asked for an Americano, and they said, sorry, we don't have any, which was $5, by the way. And then they said, we only have regular coffee. So I was like, oh, I'll have a regular coffee. And they went, would you like it black? And I was like, yeah. It was $1.20. It's not the same. It's the same thing. An Americano it's the same thing. I do apologise if the audio is rubbish. This microphone, one of the wires, I think is fake, so it doesn't quite sound good yet. But anyways, yeah, that was a huge blow at first when they said no Americano. I was like, how can you not have black coffee at Tim Hortons? What is this place? But they did. But I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, plan it out. But the hostel has a really nice poster, sort of chalkboard thing with all events on. And there's an open mic tomorrow, a stand-up open mic, and it says in English brackets. So I'm definitely going to that. It's a Saturday night tonight, so I know I've got to do something pretty groovy. And sorry if I start looking around. I was getting terrorised by a squirrel. See no nature up here except squirrels. Squirrels also give no fucks. Like in England, they are terrified. They run around. They get scared. No shit's given here. They're just some vibey squirrels who are here for blood and walnuts. But they're chill. So yeah, what's the first impressions of Montreal? I love it. It really is quite European. A lot of people did say that. It's very European, and it's very American as well. It's like a perfect vibe of the two, I'd say. I've never been to America, so I only know that from the heinous amount of Casey Neistat vlogs and watching American things. But yeah, it's got a nice mix of the two, which I think is really groovy. It's obviously very French speaking, so that European element, it does feel European. That's quite nice. It feels quite homely. It doesn't feel like I'm all the way in Canada. Bear in mind, I've never left Europe before. It doesn't feel like I'm a whole time difference away. The wind is picking up. Yeah, doesn't feel like a whole time difference away at all. And I love it. I think it's really groovy. I'm looking forward to properly exploring tonight. I sort of hit a wall at about 9 o'clock yesterday. And all I wanted to do was just snuggle into bed and watch Friday night SmackDown, because it starts at 8 o'clock here rather than 1 a.m. back in England. So that was nice, watching some SmackDown wrestling live. And that was really cool. But yeah, I did end up going back out, but I didn't go out. So tonight I want to go do something groovy. I want to go watch maybe some live jazz. I feel like that's such a nice thing to do. I did that so much in Amsterdam, and I feel like it'd be a nice soft opener into exploring without going crazy or going clubbing or anything. However, we shall see where the day takes us. You just never know. And after looking at that skyline, I kind of figured out roughly where I was staying, and then was like, wow, it's been one night, but I did that tiny little circle. So I got so much to explore. And I got a whole day. So I really need to, get down. Oh my God, my iPad hasn't reset. It says it's 2:37 in the afternoon. That really fucking threw me off. So yeah, got a nice little day ahead of me with not much of a plan yet. But that's okay. I think that's quite fun. I sort of got a huge list of things I want to do. I just need to start doing it. And this was one of them. This was up there. So I wanted to get it done early on. So yeah, super duper groovy. So yeah, I think I'm going to have... So this podcast comes out every Sunday. because I released it on a Sunday. We're not really thinking. So now it comes out every Sunday. The vlog, I think I'm going to have come out... I mean, it's done and it's ready. So I'm going to probably say maybe like Tuesday, Wednesday. Sort of enough time that when I'm not a couple vlogs ahead, I can still... What the fuck was that? When I'm not a couple vlogs ahead, I can still sort of pre-release and be like quite ahead of the game. And Sunday to Wednesday, I mean, vlogs and podcasts got nothing to do with each other, but still. So yeah, I think Wednesday I'm going to aim for. I got a few opinions that I want to get first. So we'll see what happens there. See what they say. See if they suggest anything. But the actual laptop I was editing on was my dad's new one, and I left that at home. So I can't really edit much more. So I should probably just accept that and upload it. So yeah, it's really good though, and the one I'm making here is really good. And I'm trying to figure out how much to film here without overtaking my trip, because so far I filmed a lot. And the only thing is there's a big difference between taking things in and then also thinking, oh, how can I make this a shot? And then kind of only getting half the trip. So I need to figure that out as well, because I was going to try and film every single day, but I just think that's a bad idea. I think I won't engage properly with the journey, and I'll sort of have it through a lens, but I won't have it from like memories. God, what a metaphor. What a beautiful metaphor. So yeah, but I am having fun with it. The place I'm staying, there's like a park, like a skate park next to it, and it does seem to be like the actual skate is very chill as per usual, but there seems to be quite a lot of homeless people around, so there is a slightly edgy vibe at time. Like I've had a few. No, I mean, I can't understand in French, luckily, very well, so I don't know if they're shouting at me, but there's definitely some shouting going on, and I'm just kind of locking my eyes forward and not trying to make eye contact and just getting on. The actual hostel is lovely. I mean, it's like perfectly doing the job, and the area is groovy and stuff, but I just, I don't know. I've got the most chiller vibes. But yeah, we're just making our way through. I'm only there for a couple of days, so it's fine. But I think it's just a certain road that I keep walking towards that I need to avoid that one, which is good to know. But yeah, I really want to get this shot in front of the hostel. It's like the way they advertise it is with this shot, and I was like, that shot, that angle with me in front of it, I think representing like the morning or like the evening, or I don't really know. I want to do it. And the thing is I'm happy to post it, because this vlog about being in Canada probably won't come out till like 2 weeks, so I will not be in that hostel anymore. I wouldn't even be in Montreal when it comes out, so yeah. I'm gonna try and do it, but it's like there's a car in the way, and I don't have my big tripod because it didn't fit in my suitcase, so we're having to make do with not much right now. But yeah. God, I want to talk about the hostel. I only got one other guy in my room, which is nice for the jet lag, and he didn't come in until I was getting ready to go to sleep. But I felt bad because I woke up this morning at 6 and I couldn't do anything about it, and I did bother him. I didn't mean to. I wanted to get up. I needed to kind of go. I was like being laid there for like 40 minutes watching stuff, and I was like, right, I kind of want to go and do something for a bit. So I went for a walk, but I had to go and open my locker. God, I felt really bad. He did wake up. He didn't really say anything. He just kind of like on my bed sleep. But I hope to talk to him later. I'd like to if he's there for a couple of days as well, because I noticed he came in and got added a lock to the locker. So I'm guessing he's also just started staying. So I'll make sure to have a chat with him if he's there when I get back, just to make a friend. I want to make some friends here as well. That'd be really nice. So yeah, nice groovy hostel, free breakfast, which is huge. And God, I do not eat carbs I don't eat breakfast, so I was just eating pure carbs for breakfast with a bagel, a muffin, and a waffle, and I did the job. That was more than enough. I was just pure fillers. It was just things to fill me up. But it got me up here. I didn't walk. I got a bus, so it's not even like it's that much effort. I'm really intrigued to see how the mic quality of this is. If it's really bad, I'm going to be slightly upset. But I'm only going to go for like another 5-10 minutes. I just wanted to do a little small episode in this sort of scenic viewpoint. God, I don't know how well you can see it behind me, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's stupid. The final thing I wanted to talk about, which I think will bring us to the end, I just wanted to get a little one in, is the flight. I've never been on a long flight before. I've never gone further than sort of like Spain. I think I went to Austria once when I was younger. Like, never a long flight. It was okay. I was worried I was gonna be it sounds so stupid. I was sort of like anticipating me to be a little bit like nervous. I'm not a nervous guy almost at all, but like I've never flown a long flight. It's quite new. I was like, I don't know what to expect, but I wasn't feeling nervous, but I felt like I was gonna be nervous. It was the most like stupid feeling ever, right? It was almost like I was trying to catch myself out for it before it happened. Anyways, got on a flight. It's lovely. I literally walked on. I was like, oh my god, it's a big plane. Like, look how big the plane is. Loads of screens and big plane. And for like a fucking 10-year-old, and I loved it. And I got so excited. My row only had one other guy on the end, so that was beautiful. So we had a chair each just to like put our stuff, but he didn't put his stuff there, so I sort of just had like 2 chairs beside me. I had a kid behind me at first who just kept digging his feet into my back, the back of my chair. And God, I eventually just switched seats. And then his mum, after about 3 hours of the flight, switched him into the seat that I had then moved to. And she kept telling him off for kicking the chair as well. But luckily it wasn't bothering me when I was in the other chair. But motherfucker switched seats, so he's back in my position. He kept kicking me again, so I had to move again. And then I think she eventually clocked that. I watched Asteroid City, which is brilliant. Really, oh God, Wes Anderson. I need to get more on that. That is a huge inspiration for filming as well. I haven't watched more Wes Anderson. So I'm going to absolutely watch some more films. I thought it was such an amazing film. I fell asleep halfway through, which does sound like I didn't enjoy it, but that was just because I was really tired and I was just getting confused with times. But then I got to rewatch the second half, and I felt like I engaged that second half so much better. So I'd be willing to give the whole film a rewatch at some point, just because I aesthetically thought it was a beautiful film, and also I loved the way it was written. A lot of people have said to me, "Oh, I didn't get it. It was like they couldn't get the plot," but I think that was the point. So yeah, brilliant film. Highly recommend. I'm gonna go watch some more Wes Anderson films, like ASAP. And yeah, the rest of the flight was pretty chill. The food was amazing. The aeroplane food is no joke. I got this pasta, sort of like pasta baked dish with a roll and a salad. Oh my god, the salad cream was insane. And then with like a bit of cheese and butter, so like a cheese roll. I had the pasta, and then I put the cheese and the salad and the butter all into like a bat, but basically like a cheese sandwich afterwards. And then a lemon tart for pudding. What? Like, what is going on? Unlimited drinks as well. And then to double up on that, they came over about 20... Well, no, it was probably not 20 minutes later. This whole 7-hour flight to me felt about like it was 3. I don't know why, it just didn't feel like 7 hours. So that was great. But then after about an hour or two, they come and give me like these like little garlics, like with like Twizzly crispy snacks. So good. And then with like an hour left on the flight, they gave us these like pasty like things, these like vegetarian mushroom pasty things. Well, there was like a beef one, but obviously went for the vegetarian one, being a vegetarian, and it was so good. Yeah, I had a great time. Food-wise, they just kept me very entertained. Movie was good. I slept for a while. The flight just kind of breezed by. I don't even really know what I did. I had my laptop out. I was planning a few new graphics design projects. I sort of edited another episode of the podcast that I filmed back home. There was sort of like bits and bobs, but really not much. I went to go and edit some vlogs and edit some like film that I've got. I've logged myself out of Adobe, so I couldn't do it on the plane, which I really kicked myself for. And I downloaded no episodes of a podcast, which meant I only had the music to listen to. And yeah, I tried to draw, but the turbulence kept fucking it. So I gave up. I did 1 page of sketching and thought, no, this isn't worth it. This is too much hassle for what it is. But yeah, so I'm gonna go and get a bus down, find a really groovy cafe, spend like an hour or two, maybe just planning out the next couple of days while I'm in this accommodation, sort of figuring out what I can do from there. Yeah, should be good. And this lady actually at the airport gave me a ticket, which is basically like a travel pass, metros, buses. I'm guessing that's probably the extent of it, but free. She's like, oh, my friend's gone home, so you can have it. So that sorted me out till this afternoon I've got it. So just for the first like day and a bit. But that just saved me so much hassle trying to buy a ticket and doing all this while I was still sort of figuring out what I'm doing. It was just like this ultimate pass. So I might see how much they cost. I imagine quite a lot. So that was really kind. She literally didn't need to do it to me. She just spotted me and thought, oh, this guy looks a bit lost. I don't know. Really, really cool. And the final thing is the bus driver, as he was pulling out from the airport, pulled straight into a taxi. Oh my God, sorry. They didn't actually collide. They literally couldn't have been any closer. They just started shouting at each other, beeping. And then as the taxi driver drove off, he like drove really slowly, so the bus couldn't go past it because it was like single file. The bus was beeping, being like, move, move, move. And then they were just shouting so much at each other. And I genuinely did think the bus was just going to purposefully hit the taxi off the road. It was getting to that point. But everyone just thought it was jokes on the bus. There was no like sense of fear, which I loved. I loved the energy about it. So yeah. But I'm glad. I've been up here for like an hour. I sort of walked over at like 10 to 9. About to be 10 to 10. I'm going to have to go and appreciate the view one more time after I finish filming this, just because, I mean, genuinely, who knows if I'll ever come back here. That's like, I love the little stuff like that. When you're at something and you're like, oh, this is so nice. So I'll come back one day. Will you? Will you be back in Montreal Park? Will I? Like maybe if I have a family and children and I want to show them. But unlikely, right? Very unlikely. Right. My camera can't do longer than like 16 to like 20 minutes of filming now before it goes like, mate, fucking call it a day. Which is really annoying. So I need to get a new battery, I think. So yeah. Anyways, this has been me from Amsterdam. It's only a little sort of 17-minute episode today, but I quite like it. I'm trying to keep them half an hour max, really. I don't think for a solo podcast it needs to run too much longer, unless I've got a lot to talk about. And this was sort of a little check-in after day one. I have no idea where I'm going to record the podcast today. I think this is going to be the gem of it. It's going to be so rogue with my tiny little lapel mic. I did bring my full microphone, however my laptop had 4%, so butchered that. But yeah. Cool. Well, wish me a safe travel. I hope everyone else is doing well. Please leave this video a like. Oh, it's a nice little bird by me. I want to start posting more. I'm, loving this, and I want to start getting my music more out there again. I want to get everything kind of going again, and it is. But I need your help. Give me some likes. Stream some of my songs. It's Bojan on Spotify. I'm going to get the illustration. It's called Illustration, which is a brilliant name. Graphic design, Instagram back going again. And then I've got all three sort of like doing something. I want my Instagram and all socials to look as good as my YouTube does at the moment. I love the way my YouTube's starting to shape up as a look. So, yeah. Cool. Well, all the best. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you guys some point later this week. I'm sure I'll do another episode. So, yeah. I look forward to the vlog on Wednesday. I'm saying on Wednesday and realising that this isn't going to come out until after the vlog comes out. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I worked really hard on that. Could have spent a bit more of this episode talking about it. Oh, wait, I still can. Right, so basically, I loved filming this. I basically took inspiration from about 3 or 4 artists, and then Alfred sent me over a video called How to Steal Like an Artist. And that's what I've done. I'm just taking inspo, creating like 5 different people's genres and putting it into my own and sort of trying to find this middle ground that is unique to me. And the vlog that I've been filming here after this one in that style has really taken shape doing that style, so very huge. And I'm loving it, and I loved the little talking bit at the start. I think they're probably dragged on a bit, so I think I might try and release vlogs like 14A. So this will be vlog 14. So vlog 14A is the full vlog with the talking at the start, and then like talking mixed through, because I think as they go on it'll be more blended. And then 14B is the same vlog, but just the sort of cinematic sort of element of it. So I think I might do that for this one, is have 15A and 15B, and then release the B side just like the day after or something, or maybe like 2 days after, just to keep my account like having things going on it and engagement and stuff. So yeah, and that's that little series I did on TikTok called like I don't even know what I said. I think it was just me talking about like artists and stuff. I think I might do that on here. I liked doing it. It was like a radio sort of hosting practice thing, but I think that's slightly what this has kind of evolved into. And I do need to come up with some more TikTok-esque series. I need to get really good at posting those swipe photos. I need to get really good at posting, I just need to get good at posting on social media. I hate going on TikTok at the moment. I don't have it downloaded, and if I do, my mental health will take a genuine instant hit of like, I'm a bit down for no reason now, so I hate it. Try and avoid it at all costs. But yeah. Right, I actually really should go. It's 20 minutes filming. That's beautiful. I'm gonna sun's getting out. Oh, it's gonna be a nice day.